What's up, everyone? It's Riri, and let's be real for a second. Money matters can be stressful. Welcome to our step-by-step guide on creating a budget that actually works. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your financial plan, these essential steps will help you build a practical, achievable, and sustainable budget. Over time, you'll be able to take control of your finances, crush your goals, and finally stop stressing about money. The first step to building a solid budget is knowing exactly how much you're working with. We're talking about tracking down every single source of income. And I mean everything. Your salary, those sweet freelance gigs, side hustles bringing in the cash, write it all down. Don't forget about those random deposits from that app you barely use. Every penny counts. Now, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of seeing all that income, but hold your horses. We need to be realistic here. Remember, Uncle Sam wants his cut. Don't forget to account for taxes, those pesky deductions, and anything else that shrinks your take-home pay. We're talking about working with your actual spendable income. Accuracy is key here, guys. All right, now that we've got a handle on your income, let's dive into the flip side, expenses. Grab your notebook, open that spreadsheet, or fire up your favorite budgeting app. It's time to list every single thing you spend money on. Start with your fixed expenses, the non-negotiables like rent or that mortgage payment, those pesky utility bills, insurance premiums, and your trusty car payment. These guys tend to stay pretty consistent from month to month. Next up, we've got the variable expenses, the ones that keep you on your toes. Groceries, transportation costs, those nights out with friends, those online shopping sprees. Yeah, we're talking about those. These can fluctuate, so think back to your spending habits and be realistic. Finally, let's not forget those occasional expenses that sneak up on you. We're talking about those annual subscriptions you always forget about, birthday gifts, or those unexpected medical bills. It's a good idea to break these down into monthly amounts, so you're prepared when they roll around. All right, now for the fun part, setting some goals. What are you saving for? What do you want to achieve with your hard-earned money? Let's start with those short-term goals, the ones you can almost taste. Paying off that pesky credit card debt, building up a solid emergency fund so you're prepared for anything, or finally booking that dream vacation you've been eyeing. These goals give you that immediate satisfaction and keep you motivated. But let's not forget about the long game, those long-term goals that require some serious planning and dedication. Are you dreaming of owning a home someday? Planning for a comfortable retirement? Investing your money to build wealth? These goals might seem far off, but trust me, they'll creep up on you faster than you think. Now here's the thing. You don't need to tackle every single goal at once. Prioritize them. Focus on one or two at a time, and as your financial situation changes, you can adjust and adapt. Remember, life throws curveballs, so be flexible and don't be afraid to reevaluate your goals along the way. Okay, so we've got our income, expenses, and goals figured out. Now it's time to choose a budgeting method that aligns with your style. Think of it like finding the perfect outfit. It needs to fit you just right. One popular method is zero-based budgeting, where you give every single dollar a job until your income minus expenses equals zero. It's like a puzzle, but instead of pieces, you're fitting together your spending categories. Then there's the 50-30-20 rule, which is all about simplicity. Allocate 50% of your after-tax income to needs, 30% to those fun wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. It's a great starting point, especially if you're new to budgeting. If you're more of a visual person and love the tangible aspect of money, the envelope system might be your jam. You literally divide your cash into different envelopes for specific categories like groceries, entertainment, and gas. Once an envelope is empty, that's it. You've got to make it last until the next paycheck. All right, we're getting down to business. Tracking your spending is absolutely crucial if you want to master your money. The good news is, there are tons of awesome budgeting apps out there that can do the heavy lifting for you. Apps like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or Every Dollar can link to your bank accounts and automatically categorize your transactions. They're like your personal finance assistants, keeping tabs on every penny you spend. But hey, if you're old school like me and love the feel of pen on paper, no judgment here. A good old-fashioned spreadsheet or notebook works just as well. The key is to be diligent and write down every single expense. That morning coffee, that impulse Amazon purchase, That Netflix subscription you share with your ex? You know who you are. Trust me, tracking your spending will open your eyes to your habits and help you identify areas where you might be overspending without even realizing it. Now that you've got a clear picture of where your money is going, it's time to put on our detective hats and uncover those sneaky, unnecessary expenses. Remember those wants we talked about earlier? Yeah, they're often the first place to look. Could you reduce your entertainment budget by cutting back on those expensive streaming services? Are there any unused subscriptions you're still paying for? How about cooking at home more often instead of ordering takeout? Small changes can make a big difference. And don't think for a second that those fixed costs are off limits. Shop around for better rates on your car insurance. Consider refinancing your loans if it makes financial sense. And don't be afraid to negotiate those bills like cable or internet services. You might be surprised at how much you can save just by asking. Chapter 7. Build in flexibility. Life's full of surprises, right? That's why it's crucial to build some flexibility into your budget. Things happen. Unexpected car repairs, medical bills, a sudden urge to buy that limited edition sneaker drop. It's okay to go a little over budget in certain categories some months as long as you're able to compensate in other areas. Think of it like a balancing act. One way to add flexibility is to create an emergency category or a miscellaneous category. This way, you've got a buffer for those unexpected expenses without completely derailing your budget. Remember, it's all about finding that sweet spot between sticking to your plan and adapting to life's curveballs. Chapter 8. Review and adjust monthly. Budgeting isn't a set it and forget it kind of deal. It's an ongoing process that requires regular check-ins and adjustments. That's why it's essential to review your budget at the end of each month. Grab your favorite beverage, sit down with your financial tracker, and let's see how you did. Did you crush those savings goals? Did you overspend in certain categories? Were there any unexpected expenses that threw you off track? Honestly, assess your progress and be honest with yourself. This is where the magic happens. Based on your review, don't be afraid to make adjustments to your budget for the following month. Maybe you need to reevaluate your spending habits in certain areas, or perhaps you need to tweak your budget allocations to better align with your goals. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and your unique financial situation. Chapter 9. Stick with it. Let's be real, budgeting takes effort and consistency. It's not always going to be easy, and you might stumble along the way. But trust me, the rewards are so worth it. The key to successful budgeting is to stick with it, even when it gets tough. Don't beat yourself up if you overspend 1 month or make a mistake. What matters is that you learn from it and keep moving forward. Find ways to stay motivated. Set small, achievable milestones along the way, and celebrate your wins. Whether it's finally paying off that credit card or hitting a savings target, those little victories will keep you going. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are tons of resources available, from financial blogs and podcasts to online communities and financial advisors. Don't hesitate to reach out for support when you need it. By following these steps and regularly updating your plan, you'll create a budget that works for you and helps you achieve your financial goals. Whether you're saving for a down payment on a house, investing in your future, or simply want to gain control of your spending, a well-crafted budget is your roadmap to financial success. Remember, the key to successful budgeting is staying consistent and disciplined. Good luck!